So we shall just start now, or?
Okay, I guess, okay, we're all in this for the first time together. So let's just have it a little bit more spontaneous, whether we laugh for a half hour or not. Let's just go about it. So
Yeah,
firstly,
sure.
I think this is a proper introduction of all of us. So let's start with just an introduction. I'll just go ahead since I'm the only lady here. So I'm Aya. I just recently joined TDFi as VP Investor Relations. And I recently heard about you guys. So I'm as new as to whoever is watching here on the live stream, I guess. So let's start with Aimedis. And firstly, like how to even pronounce this name. Is it Aimedis? So that's like the first question already. And whoever is the founder, whoever feels the boss of this project, go ahead and start to answer the question. I would say Michael or Ben Eldrisi.
Yeah, so we're both founders of the company and absolutely equal in this project. And it's spelled Aimedis, but Aimedis, some people call it, it's not, we have not fixed the pronunciation. But as you correctly say, Aimedis also hits the spot a little bit because this AI really stands for artificial intelligence. So if someone says Aimedis, it's also very fun.
Okay. Aimedis. And then just for very detailed persons like me, is it AI-Medis or is it Aimedis like as one word?
No, as you said, Aimedis. So we also we say Aimedis, so it's we not
okay. Yeah. No, it's important, right? The name, the identity is very important. So Michael, and is it Ben? Ben?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So Michael and Ben, you're both equal co-founders. So why don't you start with introducing yourself, who you are, perhaps some relevant background that is relevant for the introduction of Aimedis as well.
Yes, okay. So I'm Michael. I'm founder of Aimedis, CEO of the company, medical doctor, been working in hospital for a very long time. Was also in the pharmaceutical industry and the consulting business. I'm into IT for I can't remember since my childhood, and was programming since youngest age, and been into the blockchain since 2016. And studied together with my partner Ben medicine in Germany. Was born and raised in Germany, and
Where in Germany? Whereabouts?
I was born in Solingen. It's some people know it because of the knives, right? Because Solingen.
Yes, I wanted to say that.
It's a small city between Düsseldorf and Cologne. It's not so small, but it's smaller than the big cities, and it's known for its knives. And
I know I have a little backstory on that. I know it's definitely not related, but it makes this whole call a little bit more interesting, I would say.
Okay, very good.
So my parents are originally from Turkey, and we would then visit our family in Solingen, and we would always end up with like a suitcase of new knives and forks and all that stuff.
So, that's perfect. I mean, they're really good. They're really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and once you see it, once you know it, you always look at the knives, and it's always from Solingen. Okay, so that's cool. And knives has something to do with the not pharmaceutical, but medicine, and cutting people, I guess. Maybe that's a link here. I don't know.
Cutting edge technology.
Oh, I love that. Very creative. Okay, Michael, thanks. So Ben, over to you. What's your side of the story? Michael says his side. What's your side?
Yeah, actually, it's very similar. So I was born in Germany. I grew up in Germany. I'm a medical doctor as well. I worked for around 12 years in hospitals and the pharmaceutical, and for around about 2 years in pharmaceutical companies. So that's my background. I'm into crypto and blockchain since 2016, 2017.
Okay.
So
And where were you born born and raised in Germany?
I was born in the Ruhrgebiet. You know the Ruhrgebiet?
Ruhrgebiet, yeah, Ruhrgebiet. I'm from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, so we kind of
Okay.
understand.
So
Yeah,
it's not far away. It's not far away.
it's not far. It's not far.
No.
Okay, so good to know you both, Michael and Ben, both from Germany, and both with a pharma medical background. So talk about Aimedis or Aimedis. We haven't made a decision on that yet. So tell us, like, what is it and how did it start?
Yeah, so basically it started with working in hospital and the things that we did. You know, it was always difficult to get certain information when patients came to emergency room or to the intensive care unit. You always have to, you know, it's very important to know things like what are the allergies, what are the preconditions, stuff like that. And there was no possibility to get to know about that unless the patient had already been in this hospital. So we thought about, okay, there must be some kind of solution for that problem, and there wasn't. And so it's to make the story short. So we decided to build something like that, and that was when the idea to Aimedis was born. We initially tested something in the clinical environment when we were still working in Germany, and it showed up that it's functioning very well. And so we said, okay, this is a good experience that we can base on. And a few years later, then we created Aimedis, and created this platform, the whole concept, right? Yeah.
And what's the stage that the solution is in? I understand that it's born out of that you guys were experiencing this problem in a working field, right? And that you designed this solution. So how is it? Is it already operational? Like, what stage are you guys in?
Yeah, so the platform is operational since 2020. So it's now running for more than a year. We have a strong growing user base. So we hope to reach 1 million users by end of this year. Especially in the last 6 months, we had a really, really strong growing user base and a lot of mobile app downloads and registrations, and got a lot of attention from everywhere in the world. So the functionalities are now being expanded. So we add a lot of new things that are coming now, this month, next month, beginning of the next year, but operational since 2020.
And what does it do exactly? Because you talked about the problem, right? And that you guys created this solution, but what does this solution right now do?
So it basically combines all relevant eHealth applications in one place, you know, because eHealth has been coming up, I would say, within the last 7 years. And a lot of people made a lot of apps, but the problem about health applications is, or the health market in general is, it's not a classical market where you can just come up with some kind of solution and offer it to the market and you say, customers, that's the product, please use it, and people adapt it. And so it's not working like that, because patients are not customers. That's the first thing. The second thing is the healthcare market is very regulated. Third thing is it's in every country differently regulated. So Turkey, Germany, United States, Thailand, wherever you go, you have a different approach when it comes to healthcare. And there are existing IT systems that have to fulfill certain standards when it comes to data security, when it comes to GDPR in the European Union, and HIPAA compliance in the United States. So you face a lot of trouble and a lot of issues. So the problem, or the solution to the problem, is not single apps, like one app for this, one app for that. But we said, okay, we need to create like an operating system, an ecosystem that combines all these applications in one place. So you have one time the regulation, you have one time that the user is getting used to the user experience and the user interface. And we build on that system and expand it continuously so that people get to know the system once and then can use it like an expanding universe.
Like a suite of applications that you're adding.
Exactly. You know, it's like we offer these classical eHealth things like, video chat or appointment or medical records, this basic stuff that is well tested and that is well known, the eHealth space, but nothing that really excites people. So we said, okay, we need to expand the idea by new things, new technology to bring people nearer to this and to make them adapt the solution and to also integrate the professional side much deeper. Because the thing is, when you are working in the healthcare space, you cannot approach the patient and tell the patient, okay, we do have an app, please use it, and the patient will adapt it, because the doctors will say, okay, what kind of app is that? Or the hospitals will say, we do not know it. Does it fulfill the security standard? So you have to approach the professional side first, which is very important, because only when you have doctors and hospitals on board, you can reach a penetration of this application in the healthcare space. And that's the way we went. And we added things for the professional side, like we call it Aimedis Virtual Hospital and Rehab. So we offer certain services that are only usable from the professional side, that can be connected to the patient functionalities too, but that are mainly focused on the professional side. We have added the world's first medical and scientific NFT marketplace. So we reinvent the data business, which is a big topic. Everyone is talking about big data and AI and stuff like that, but so far no one had really a good approach to that. And yeah, we also enter our way into the metaverse, because we have social functions where patients interact with each other. And yeah, so that's what we combine in the system.
That's really amazing, since I've actually worked also in the government and also healthcare, let's say, side with IT projects. And as you said, it's almost impossible to create that, let alone in like one country, and let alone in multiple countries as you guys are doing. So where are you, like, operational only in Germany, or also in other countries and other continents?
No.
Yeah, Ben, maybe answer the question.
No, I mean, actually, yes, we started in Germany, but very soon shifted our company to the Netherlands, where we are operational as well. But we have an office in the Philippines, and we work already in Africa on some projects. So we have a strong focus on Southeast Asia and Africa, to be honest, for several reasons, but mainly because we think that it is a very easy approach to mass markets. Of course, we are not limited, so we prioritize, but generally don't limit our solution to any local, to any area.
Okay, well, I have like a billion questions, but let's take some questions from the community. They're coming in here, so that's great. I'm actually curious, like, how many people are watching right now? Can someone also add that in this chat? And in the meantime, I'll just read one of the questions to you. So Martin's Toby, I'm guessing, yeah, we're talking about like Aimedis, and in the meantime, both Ben and I are a little bit sick, so we're gonna cough during this whole session, but we're going on strong. We don't give up. So Martin's Toby, or Toby Martins, is asking, what are the benefits of holding your token as long-term investment? Can you tell us about the motivation and benefits for investors to keep your token in the long run? Who wants to answer this question?
Yeah, you know that I've answered the question.
Oh, oh, I see. Michael, you're too quick, Michael, but maybe you can read it as well, since you already answered.
Yeah, no, so the thing is that we definitely do not want like something in a dump and pump and dump scheme. So the token really has a long-term holder motivation. So first, the first thing that we did with the private sale and the seed sale, we have quite long vesting periods. That's the first thing. The second thing is team tokens are held for at least 2 years, and even after the 2 years are not released in one place. But people have the opportunity to stake the token, right? Certain users, especially the professional side, will have to hold a certain amount of tokens to unlock certain functionalities. Maybe Ben, you want to elaborate it a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I myself, I invest as well in cryptocurrencies. So of course, we try to figure out what could be interesting for investors. So generally speaking, the healthcare market is a very good and stable market to invest in, right? Especially for the long term. So I think generally our core business is more attractive than other businesses. Maybe they have some attractive aspects in the short run, but long term we are very attractive. The healthcare market grows steadily and is not affected by economical crisis like other markets. So this is one aspect. The other thing is, of course, the more blockchain specific things are staking models and burning functionalities that, of course, help the token appreciate in price and give investors, some attractive opportunities, hopefully.
I'm muted. So here's a couple of questions. Oh, recording stopped. I'm the host now. Okay. Let's just continue. We just improvise. So I have a couple of other questions here. They're coming in through a private chat. How do you bring mass adoption of crypto through Aimedis?
The thing is that the healthcare market, as I said before, is this very special market. So it's not we are not a pure blockchain project in that terms. We are, we integrated the blockchain in a way that even people that are not into the cryptocurrency business or market can use and can take advantage of the functionalities, especially when it comes to patients, to doctors. Most of the doctors have even never heard of cryptocurrency or blockchain. And when they've heard of it, they didn't get in touch with it. So you cannot confront people using the system with private keys and wallets and stuff like that. That's not going to work out. There is a certain amount of people that are already in that. It's like a average of the population, right? Most people are not into that. So you really have to offer it in a simple way that people understand it and that people can use it, or when they don't want to use it, don't get in trouble while using the system. So we are having two sides of the medal here. On the one hand, we have the people that are into cryptocurrency and that will see all these advantages, the blockchain technology, the token, the DeFi NFT marketplace, a metaverse, etc., will bring to the table. On the other hand, we have the people that are not going to use it, maybe not from the beginning, maybe later when they've used the system a little bit longer. So I think we managed it quite well, and we offer all these cool features and opportunities for the cryptocurrency people on the one hand, with a big advantage for them, and even for the people that are not so much into cryptocurrency to use the system without any issues.
Okay, so that's great. So basically everyone would be able to use it, and some crypto fanatics could use perhaps more features than the average user, if I understand you correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
I maybe
Yes.
to be a bit more specific, because there might be a lot of people that want to know, besides the blockchain aspects, we have definitely set up an infrastructure where the utility token will be used and create demand. That's definitely the main aspect in that thing. So I was just suggesting that people might had already a look into our project to understand it, but it makes sense, because we work on the project every day. Sometimes we just speak about things that you think are important. But I would say we have a lot of functionalities, and we will add more functionalities to the token within the infrastructure where you can get discounted healthcare services, where you can get advertisement services for business partners, and even be included into insurance projects and insurance programs, because we see a lot of things happening in the healthcare space, driven by the different stakeholders that we have in the healthcare space. But generally speaking, all of them are going forward in terms of digitalization, and all of them want to engage their customers. And this is something that we will offer for insurances and the customers for insurances as well. So, for example, that insurance can include patients that have a very healthy life habit and incentivize them with our tokens, staying connected to them, sharing data with them, and so that everyone benefits out of this infrastructure. So this definitely will create a demand for the token. We will incentivize people that create content on the platform, for example, as well. So it's an infrastructure. It's as Michael said, it's an ecosystem in healthcare, and will allow us to have a lot of functionalities set up that give benefits to everyone included in this project.
Well, thank you. It also answers the question, how is the platform different from other virtual consulting medical healthcare platforms? But I think you already answered that question now. So let's get the question. I don't know how much time we have. I think we have like maximum 6 more minutes. There's a question from, let me take some time here. Omonua Kelvin. It's probably Kelvin Omonua. It's either like African or Japanese. I don't know which one. So which one of these aspects is important for you? 1, increasing token price and value. 2, empowering platform development. 3, building community trust.
I think
take it home.
Each of these aspects is very important. I mean, there's none of it that I would say it's less important than the others.
Yeah. I mean, I would prioritize and say that the first two aspects that are very important for us is the platform and the community. The price will appreciate at a certain point automatically. Of course, we will try to support the price from the beginning, if we can. But the price, if you create something that has value to people, that has value for your business partners, the price will appreciate at a certain point. That's the nature of things, because you create value and the price is just a reflection of value, right? So that's what we think. Generally, community is very important, and community will also develop the trust that we need if they see how we set up the platform, how we take care of the functionalities, how we onboard more partners. So there's definitely a priority in these 3 aspects, but all of them are important.
Well, thanks. And if I reflect on the beginning where Michael was doing the introduction of how this came about, to me, if I may, with your permission, to me, it seems like the reverse order is actually the priority, because you guys started with building the community trust, which is actually with the medical partners. I mean, if they wouldn't collaborate, if you wouldn't have their trust, since you guys are from that field, it's not like you're coming from a different business, you're from that field as doctors. So the trust was something that was for others would be something that they would build. And for you, it might have been something that's already default there. So yeah, even though the question was not for me, I'm just taking the liberation to answer as well. You know, I'm feeling part of the team already. I made it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I made it. I made it, like in I made it.
Yeah.
Right?
You're welcome.
Just a suggestion there. Okay, so we have time for one last question. It's some guy, it's apparently not a girl, it's some guy asked this question. If one wishes to enroll as a service provider on Aimedis, a doctor or pharmacist, for example, how do I go about? So I'm guessing that this some guy is probably a doctor or pharmacist.
Yeah, so that's very simple. Just go to the website, you register as the desired user, a doctor or pharmacist. Then we have to verify that this user, maybe some guy, is really a doctor or a pharmacist. So the professionals have to send in their license to be authorized to use the professional services. And that's it, right? So that's it. We unlock the account and then she or he is good to go.
So maybe for everyone who's watching and listening, could you say what the link is, the website that people know?
Yeah, so it's Aimedis.io, that's the website, and the direct link to the registration is sys.aimedis.io, but there is a link on the main page.
So sys.aimedis.io, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool. I think we can wrap it up. Is there any last thought or call to action that you guys want to share with the audience, since we have such an active community already?
Yeah, so we do have our public sale beginning tomorrow with TrustSwap, Securitants, and also in Probit, and feel invited to be participating in that. And if you want to know more about the system, or you want to participate in any other way or use something of the platform, then just write us via our social channels or drop us an email. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, well, we'll make sure to share within the link of this YouTube video what all the handles are and the email and also this website. So thank you very much. And
thank you.
Vielen Glück, is that correct?
Viel Glück.
Yeah,
Vielen Glück. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.